Hi guys. So this video is primarily for the people who are kind of like looking into product management as a career. And since I am an aspiring product manager who has kind of landed a job in the same from my B school itself, I am here to like get you started on the field and what some of the nuances of this field are, because I've had a good 9 to 10 months of prep behind me. I started, I guess, in the January of 2024, and let's dive into it. So, hey there, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Abhishek, and I'm a second year student at NMIMS Mumbai. I'm doing my MBA from here, and it's been a great experience so far. And I've always like been into product management. Just I am just gonna graduate from the college, completing my MBA in March 2025. If you're watching this anywhere close to that, so today, like, I'm going to talk a lot about product management and what are some of the aspects that are into it. So let's get into it. So whether you're exploring this as a career path or you're just curious about what the role entails or like what some of the things are that a product manager does, I would like to break it down to you in simple terms. So it is one of those buzzwords that you hear a lot these days. A product manager, I mean, a lot of people say that they want to be a product manager at companies such as Google, Meta, or like even TikTok for that matter. You'll hear this a lot from universities that are outside of India as well. So I'll talk about it in a global context, not just for India, because my particular job will be in India itself. Just for the matter of fact, it can feel a bit vague when we talk about product manager. Um, you do not have to confuse this with production manager or a project manager or a product owner, etc. There are a lot of these terms being thrown around, and they might create a little bit of confusion, but it's an entirely different field. Uh, if you've ever used an app, if you've ever used a website, or if you've ever landed onto something like you're watching this video on YouTube, so YouTube is also a product as such because it's a product, it's a digital product, as we call it. There are physical products, there are digital products. Physical products can be a smartwatch, it can be a t-shirt, it can be this bottle, it can be anything. I mean, you shout out to this bottle, has been with me since 2022 when I was in my first tech job before MBA. So yeah, so it converges into the management of these products, how these product ideation is done. I mean, someone came up with the idea of YouTube as a product, right? Someone came up with the idea of a website as a product, as an app as a product, or something like that. So, like, there is a chance that a good product manager has worked for these websites for you and worked on these apps for you. So if something is there that you really really like, thank a product manager today because they've probably like held the fort, managed the product throughout the years, and they've done it. So at its core, let's get into product management. So like the core value of a product manager is being a problem solver. It's about solving problems, it's about identifying what the people need. That means you are like talking to the users, you are talking to customers, you are talking to clients. If you are a B2B product manager or if you are a B2C product manager, it depends whether you are talking to customers or users or clients. So there are various types of these. I will not get too much into it, but like you have to ensure that your product is delivering value to the user or to the client. So the person who is like ensuring that the value is being delivered from the side of the organization that you are working for, that's what a product manager does. So all of those CEOs like Sundar Pichai and Satya Nadella, all of them were like product managers before they became CEO. Even I guess Indra Nooyi, the infamous CEO of PepsiCo, she was also a product manager before she broke into the CEO role. So it's a really really cool role if you ask me. I mean, I am really passionate about this subject, but yeah, it's a rewarding role. You will learn a lot about the product. Many people also say that product managers are like mini CEOs, but I don't know. I'm yet to work as a product manager, which I will shortly. So I'm really excited about that. Apart from that, I will also say that product managers are like the captains of the ship. They are not actually burning the coal inside the ship, they are not fueling the ship, neither are they designing the ship. They are the ones who are ensuring that everything runs smoothly, because uh, I guess one of the key components of being a product manager is that you be good at communicating, because you are talking to a lot of stakeholders. What do stakeholders even mean? Stakeholders is basically anyone who is associated with your product. Now that may be your engineers who are working under you. So these are the people who do the cool coding stuff. I mean, they are the ones who are running JavaScript and HTML, and they are running the backend with something like some cool stuff like Python, Django, etc. So they are the ones who are doing it. So you are talking to your users first, which will tell you who will tell you that what they need in that product, what they are missing, what are their understated needs, which are their unstated needs, which are their stated needs, which are some of those needs which are really required. All of those test cases will be run by your coders, and you're the one who is talking to your coders. You're the one who is talking to the design team, who is defining how the product will look like imagine the product manager of an Apple smartwatch. I mean, Apple does make only squares, I guess, but like those smartwatches, all the design within it, it is something called as a user interface. So all those user interfaces are also defined by product managers. So broadly, I'm talking about tech product managers now. So the products will be digital products, like the YouTube front page that you see, or the Instagram Meta front page that you see. So these are like designs that are created by the design team that are working under a product manager. So there is also a designation called product designer, which is a little bit different because they are only working with the design teams. They are not actually the product managers. So that is one more thing. As I said before, we are the captains of the ship, and I mean, if you are interested in a role which integrates tech, users, and the business side of things together, I mean, product management is your type of a job. Uh, I will now state a few skills that are very necessary for a product manager. If I have digressed so far in some of those things, please forgive me, but these are really important skills. So the first one, as I said, is communication. You are talking to investors, you are talking to stakeholders, you are maybe talking to your senior managers who don't know the technicalities of stuff, but you have to be able to explain the technology to them, explain how it works, explain the use cases to them. Apart from that, you are also talking to customers, you are also talking to users, you are also talking to clients. So these are the type of communications you'll be having. And the most important communication is with your team. So if you have good leadership abilities, you'll be great at communicating your thoughts with your team, be it engineering, be it design, be it testing team, be it a maintenance team, anything like that. So if there is any technicality involved, you should be able to communicate about it. There is also something called as problem solving. I mean, it's a very generic term, but you naturally have to be a good problem solver. There is no way around it. You should be able to gauge what certain metrics mean. You should be able to gauge how to increase those metrics, how you are going to be data driven regarding that. All of that will come in like a much more detailed analysis of how the field works. Also, one of the key things that I have noticed nowadays that product managers push forward is adaptability. So adaptability is one of the key skills, and we need to be adaptable in order to make changes in this fast paced world, because software is changing like crazy. You must have heard a lot about quantum computing now, and if you've not heard about it, you must have heard about agentic AI. If you're literally living under a rock, you might have heard about chat GPT and the generative AI that we have these days. So that is like, it's huge. I mean, technology is moving faster than we know it, and that's why it's very necessary to be on your toes and be adaptable to all the changes that are coming in, because you might be working on something for 2 years and it might get relevant like that. So just be careful that you have to be adaptable in this. Now, product management is important because all of these things cannot be done by engineers, all of these things cannot be done by designers. I refuse to believe someone with a purely technical background can come in and um, I mean, there might be exceptions, but I do believe that it will take a lot of time to groom those people into product managers. I feel like people who've studied in B schools will make better managers. They will definitely have a leadership edge because of the activities that are being conducted inside of those schools. I mean, I'm not even talking about a lot of schools. A select few schools will do that, and it's like something that is like a cherry on top for product managers. So if you are interested in this, you might as well get your MBA done, or even if you can't, read about MBA, read about business, read about strategy, read about vision, read about things that are not taught, uh, are taught outside of coding. Read about things that are taught outside of your regular thinking. So I guess that's what separates a lot of candidates in the interviews as well. They are not very sure of what they are going to talk about regarding strategy and vision. They always go into the technicality of stuff. So if you are in for product management, you'll have to go for the business metrics as well. Now, apart from that, I'll just wrap this up. I mean, if you are someone who loves challenges, who thrives on pressure, who thrives a little bit on solving problems, I guess this field is for you. And I don't know why this is being posted on this channel, but I guess I'm really passionate about this field. And since I've landed a job in this field itself, um, I feel like it's really important that people get to know about it and work towards this field as well, because I don't just want to gatekeep anything. I feel like there is a lot of stuff that goes into the preparation of this, and I've seen a lot of people fail the interviews as well. So I feel like if you are a person who likes product management, you can actually start preparing about it. You can go onto YouTube, just type what is product management, and I guess you'll find videos that are much more detailed than mine. But given all the resources that I have right now, I cannot even disclose the company or anything that I have been like selected for, but for sure with time I will reveal those details. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. You can subscribe to the channel. Thank you.